So if you had invested 1,000 Ghana cedis in Clydestone Ghana at the beginning of January 2026, you would have turned that into over 4,000 Ghana cedis by June that same year. That's a profit of more than 3,000 Ghana cedis in just 5 months. Of course, we know past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but that kind of move is enough to make anyone curious about this company, right? So if you've seen Clydestone listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange and wondered who they actually are, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know, who they are, what they do, and how they actually make their money. If you're interested in videos like this, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on the next one. A quick note before we dive in. Everything in this video is based purely on publicly available information. I haven't spoken to anyone at Clydestone directly, and nothing here should be taken as financial advice. This is purely for educational purposes. Always do your own research, and if needed, please speak to a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now, let's take a look at what Clydestone is all about. Clydestone has been around since 1989. That's over 30 years in business, and it's actually the first technology company in Ghana to ever be listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Right now, they operate in 3 countries. That is Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya. But Ghana is where it all started, and it's still their home base. So what do they actually do? Their main business is ATMs. They supply ATM machines to banks across Ghana, and then they maintain them as well. The truth is, every time you have used an ATM in Ghana, there is a good chance Clydestone had something to do with it. They also run something called G-Switch. It's a platform that enables one bank to send funds to another. Beyond that, they offer other banking services like card printing, Union Pay processing, and a growing service called Smart Source. We'll touch on that one later in the video. Now, let's talk about how Clydestone actually sits in the market and why they matter. You see, Clydestone forms part of the backbone of the banking infrastructure in Ghana. They serve around half of Ghana's major commercial banks. Now, I couldn't find the specific names of those banks anywhere in public documents, so I can't tell you exactly who their clients are. But if that claim is anything to go by, that gives you a good picture of how they are deeply embedded in our banking system. Although there are many bigger players in this space across Africa, like InterSwitch, their advantage has never been about size. It's been about depth. They are local, they are specialized, and they've spent over 30 years building relationships and integrating deeply into how Ghana banks actually operate. This means they understand the market in a way that bigger continental players might not. Now let's look at how Clydestone actually makes their money. Their biggest revenue source by far is ATM maintenance. And here's what makes this interesting. They don't just sell machines once and walk away. The real money is in what happens after. You see, ATM machines, like any other machines, break down and they will need servicing from time to time. And whenever that happens, they call on Clydestone. That's recurring income. It comes in every month, every year, almost regardless of what happens in the broader economy. In 2025, that ATM business alone brought in about 18 million Ghana cedis. That made up around 77% of their total revenue, which was around 23 million Ghana cedis. The rest, which was about 5.36 million Ghana cedis, came from G-Switch, card services, Union Pay processing, and Smart Source combined. Now, here's the part that stood out to me. According to their 2025 annual report, Smart Source grew from 65,000 Ghana cedis to 1.1 million Ghana cedis in a single year. That's a massive jump for a service that's still relatively small. It's worth keeping an eye on as the company evolves, and I'll be doing that. But you see, the reason the stock price of Clydestone jumped rapidly is a whole story on its own. And if you are going to invest money in this company purely based on that hype, again, make sure to research properly before you jump in. I have videos on other companies worth hearing about, so do well to check them out if you're serious about diversifying. I will see you in the next one.